right, I'm gonna try to make this video as quick as I possibly can. So this is my Filofax Malden that I bought pre-loved off of the Planner Addicts Buy Sell Facebook group. I have been, oh, please don't look at my nails. I've been trying to condition it and get it, you know, a little bit more moisturized and brought back to life and everything, and it's been looking a little bit better, but it's a work in progress. And I take this with me to work. I am an EMT, and so it's been getting pretty beat up in that regards as well, because I tossed it in my bag, and because it was already pre-loved, I'm not really too prim with it. I paid $50 for it, and I love it so far. I'm thinking of purchasing the duck egg, but I just don't know whether I want to make the investment in a brand new Malden. I love the color. I think it's beautiful. I want to get it. I never in my life thought that I would purchase a Malden to begin with, because it just seemed like it just wasn't the type of binder for me. And I'm not really sure what got into me, but I all of a sudden was like, I think I need a Malden in my life. And found this one a few days later and purchased it. And I'm glad that I did. It's just so great. I love it so much. I can't believe I waited so long to hop on the Malden train. So yeah, I don't know if I want to purchase the duck egg one, because I am using Franklin Covey inserts at the current moment, and I have some Franklin, I said that wrong, Franklin Covey binders, and the rings are much bigger, and I do want to be able to fit my inserts in. If I can find a way to maybe get bigger rings in the Malden without compromising the binder, then perhaps that's something that I will look into. So we'll see. So she's stuffed pretty good. So you can see I've got her stuffed up pretty good. I'm trying to figure out if there's anything that I can take out, but honestly, even though she's stuffed, it's really not that much. It seems like it's a lot, but it's not. It's just because I'm using 2 pages for one day. So I will go ahead and open it. And for anyone curious, because I know this is a question that gets asked a lot, especially with the Malden, if you take a quick look, my tabs are actually, they are poking out, but let me see if I can get a good angle here. They're not being squished by the snap closure, you know? So my tabs are completely fine. I have to tuck it. Let's see if I can, oh, sorry, there's a little bit of a shadow, but yeah, I've had no issues with my tabs whatsoever. So even when this isn't kind of like raised up, because if you can see, this is kind of raised up a little bit, even when that isn't there to raise the loop up off of the tabs, it still doesn't get messed up. I just started putting pens in here maybe like last night. So and I've been using this for almost a month now. So I'll just go ahead and quickly flip. I don't really know how much of this people are very interested in. I'm just going to show you what I've got going on. In here, I have some pens. Let me see if I can do this with one hand. I have my High-Tech C Coletto from Pilot with 4 colors. I've got black, red, green, and purple. This is my Zebra Sarasa. It says Sarasa Select. I got this from Jet Pens. I got the refills from Jet Pens. I have, I think, what is called the shiny pink. There's like a purple, and then this is a periwinkle color. I think it's the cobalt blue. And these are all 0.5. These are also all 0.5. So yeah, and that's it. And then this is a regular ballpoint pen from Tombow. I got it in a 3-pack from Amazon, and it says Let's twist again. I just like it because it's really, really thin and it fits in that pocket. The other 2 pens that came in that 3-pack are here. This one says make a point and the other one says look sharp. And I literally just typed in like Tombow mini pen on Amazon and these popped up. They were like $12. Ooh, I dropped one. And then this is a Century ballpoint pen from Cross. This also twists. So yeah, I just like to keep the skinnier pens in here because I don't have a black pen in the loop and I don't always bring these with me. In the loop is another zebra. I forget what these are. These are Sarasas, but they're like the metal barrel, and then the color of the barrel is the color of the ink. So I know this is the Bordeaux, or is it Bordeaux or Bourgeois? Bourgeois. I don't know. I don't speak French, not well. But it's the Bordeaux or Bourgeois purple. I have this in the metallic, in the metal barrel, and I also have it in the plastic barrel of the Sarasa clip. But I got this from Jet Pens as well. And I'm pretty sure I got this from Jet Pens too. So shout out to Jet Pens. I just have a Starbucks card here, some stamps, a receipt. I don't really keep debit cards or anything in here. I have a really big wallet that I use that also can be a crossbody that I also do use for cash envelope stuff. So I don't really keep money or anything like that in here or anything in these pockets. Dashboard from Happy Scrappy. I've had this forever. I got it in a rack. Some random stickers that I've also had for a very, very long time. Target gift card that I've had for a long time. If you've seen any of my past videos, you've seen this cat. This is just a Tinkerbell bookmark that I stuck in here because I love Tinkerbell. She's awesome. Don't really have need for bookmarks because I try to do ebooks and audiobooks as much as possible just to save space. Don't really have enough space for a library. This is an old printout that I got from Pinterest. It's just someone wearing blue reading Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. And it's one of my favorite books in the Harry Potter series. And this whole aesthetic is pleasing because I am House Ravenclaw. So this is just a nice picture that I like to keep in the planner. Then there's this little dashboard here. I have some hot sheets from Daytimer. I ordered these on Amazon, I believe. A little post-it note. I have no clue whose address that is. I'm sorry. And then this is from the Michaels Recollections. I just cut the tab off and left calendar there just to have something nice and thick. And then this is also from one of their insert sets. I just cut the tab off and just left this here because I like the artwork. This first tab just says planning calendar. These pink blush tabs all come from the Franklin Covey Sandstone Compact insert. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that my information was showing, so I'm just going to cover that up so that you can see that it's called Sandstone from Franklin Covey, 7 Habits and all that. And then we just get into the regular meat and potatoes of a Franklin Covey planner system. So because I kind of started planning this in an odd time of the year, I was using the uncalendar, the small version of the uncalendar, trying it out, and it worked and it was great and there was nothing wrong with it. But I just really wanted to be back in rings and I really wanted to get back into the Franklin Covey system. I had come upon some videos and I just got really re-inspired by the system and like really wanted to just go after it and actually invest in learning the system. I've used Franklin Covey before, but I keep saying Franklin Covey. I'm so sorry. Franklin Covey. I've used Franklin Covey before, but I never actually like made it a point to go and learn the system and to like do the activities and identify values and roles and do the mission statement. I never did that. So this time around, I actually put some work in. So you'll see that it's a little crazy. I've got a sort of like a daily and nightly routine for me to do as far as like technology goes. I have to clear out my messages. I get a lot of messages from both my jobs. I think I stated before, I'm an EMT and I work for two different companies. I work in transport, like medical transport, and I also work in 911 emergency. And both of my squads send me emails all the time. They're just auto-generated emails for call outs and schedule changes and things of that nature. And it gets pretty crazy. I can have anywhere up to about 500 to 600 emails in my email box a day, and those are just from work alone, and that's just my work email. That's not my personal email. So I have to go through and make sure that I'm clearing that out because I want to make sure that it doesn't get too cluttered. I like to keep that email fairly empty, the inbox fairly empty, and then it's just, some things to, delete voicemails, check those, and all that is stuff that it helps me plan my day, because if I get voicemails and things throughout the day and throughout the night, and I go in the morning, or technically I'll get them throughout the day, and then I go in at night and look through all my messages and plan out my next day, because I work the night shift, so it's kind of a little wonky how I have to do my planning. But either way, if I go through, I can actually write down in my planner, hey, this person called you, make sure you call them back and stuff like that. So that's very helpful for me to stay on top of phone calls and things like that. So these first 3 months are from the Michael's Recollections personal size inserts. I just needed some monthly calendars, and I had inserts left over that I'm probably never going to use. So I wasn't too sad about breaking up the set. They were about $5 anyway, so no, not much of a loss there. But I just needed some monthly inserts to track my work schedule and things like that, and just have a record of that. I actually took my April one out. I don't know where I put it, but I actually need to find that, because I was using the April one from the Recollections before I got my quarterly pack from Franklin Covey, and I'm doing some brainstorming on that insert for my Q4 goal. So I need that. I need to find that. I don't know what to do with it. But either way, I did order the quarter pack from Franklin Covey, the April, May, June. You'll see why in a moment, but I only have the months set up in here right now. So I have my work schedule, and then May and June are done. And then my sandstone inserts start in July. And this is what they look like. They're really pretty. This is the perfect combination of like function and colorful for me. This is very neutral, but still kind of fun and just beautiful. I saw these on the website and I was just like, whoa, Franklin Covey, you guys did that. So definitely snatched that up really fast. So now starts the inserts that I've been in. These are the inserts that I'm using for March. They're inserts that I have had for quite a while. And these are just undated 2-page per day inserts that I had kind of hanging around. So that's why I had 2 months worth of these, but I knew that I knew I'd already had the July start for Sandstone, and Franklin Covey sells their quarterly packs, obviously in quarters, 3 months at a time. So I said, oh, well, if I have 2 months of undated, and that means I only need inserts for June to get me from June to July. However, where was I going to find just randomly June inserts only? Not going to happen. So I was like, I think it would have been May and June, March, April. Yeah, I would have had enough for this month, and then I would have had enough for April, but May and June I would have needed inserts for. So I was like, I'll just not use my second set of undated 2-page per day inserts, and I will just order the quarter pack. So that's how I ended up doing. That's why I ended up doing that. And that's why my planner is so wonky, because I did this literally. I started using this in I think the middle of March, maybe. I don't even remember. Sometime in March. But yeah, so this is what I'm going to be doing is using this page for goals for the month, and then using the actual page on the tabs for my actual index, because these will always stay in the planner that I bring with me. So I can use, so if I know, hey, I need to like find out where I wrote that thing about that meeting or whatever, I can reference it, and then when I get home I can check my storage binder. But this will just be the goals for the month, my monthly goals. And I'll just kind of there's not really much in here. I have like random days. I don't always get to do every single day because, like I said, I work at night, so I don't always have I don't have time. Work at night, sleep during the day. So when I work my rotation, there's not really much going on during that day. I get off of work at 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm usually sleeping by 9 a.m. I try to be in bed by 9:30 at the latest. And I usually wake up somewhere between 3:30 and 5 o'clock, depending on how tired I am. And then I get ready to go back to work at 7. So there's not a big, like, all this here. There's really not much happening on the days that I work. And I don't really have major to-do lists because I'm either sleeping, like as you can see. I worked Wednesday and Thursday night. So all this time was spent sleeping and getting ready for work and commuting and all that. So there's no to-do list here because there's just nothing for me to do. I'm sleeping most of the day. Now, what I can do, and sometimes I do, is sometimes I have done, Lord help me, when I get to work, I will take my planner out and I will do a to-do list of just random things for me to do while I'm at work if I have the chance. So sometimes that's checking emails, clearing out my social media. Sometimes there's books that I want to read. I read about 6 chapters at work the other night in between calls and things like that. So, stuff like that. Weekly compass card. Still kind of getting the hang of this. I never had one before. This is my first time ever using one. I just ordered it came with the sandstone inserts that I just got about a week ago. So I was really excited about that and trying this out and love it so much. I think it's so cool. So that's that. And then this is the little kind of like starter pack that comes with the sandstone inserts. Again, love that the tabs are like this blush pink. This is just like the Beautiful Life starter pack, except there isn't cursive written on the front. I actually have that starter pack as well in my classic binder that I don't use currently, but I did buy the starter pack because I thought it was really pretty. So this is just the planner guide. I kind of read through this whole thing and did all the activities. Well, most of the activities I kind of went through and did the activities. I still have some to finish. And this is just where I am currently. So I'm reading through the 7 Habits section. I read the 7 Habits for Highly Effective Teens when I was in high school and we did the workbook. I never read the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. So I actually bought it on audiobook and on ebook so that I can listen to it and read it. So I'm going to be doing that. And I'm also just going to be, just flipping through here, seeing what this has to say, kind of getting a good overview and all that, and applying it to the planning. And I don't really have much going on back here. These are all empty. These are the names and addresses. I don't ever really use this. I have my roles written down here. Some personal information about our medical insurance. And then this is where I keep track of our budget. I just pop the budget sheet in here. And that way I can see what's coming in, what's coming out. And then I have a notebook back here just for random notes or, you know, whatever. And then this is what I use to write our grocery list down. And that is literally the entire setup. I love it. It's functional. It's great. It's been serving me so well. And yes, I just love it so much. So thanks for watching. Hope that interested you in any way. If you have any questions, just leave it in the comments below. Bye. I just realized that you guys might actually want to see the sandstone inserts. So these are the compact size. I do know it comes in classic as well. I really hope that this is just like not a one-off thing and they do this for eternity. But I just wanted to show you that you do, if from the July start, you do get all the way up to June 2022 in the tabbed monthlies. And then I believe you get like future planning all the way up to about 2025. So yeah, and then oh, actually, yeah, they're in here. I didn't know they were in here. I thought they were somewhere else. So let's see. You get monthly 2 pages per month up to May of 2023. And then you get future planning from 2023 to 2025. So that's pretty cool. Oh, actually I lied, 2026. So this is what the inserts look like. And this is how they're structured. I usually wouldn't like this 3-box structure like this, with the separation, but I actually have been kind of using this lately, separating like my household chores from like my actual tasks, because having chores feel like they're tasks kind of makes me feel like I'm overwhelmed in things I have to do. So it lets me know like, hey, these are the chores you should try to get done today, but if they don't get done, it's okay, they're not part of your like task list. And then here's the note page. Okay, and then let's see if I can go to the ends of the month. Quotes at the bottom. Excerpts from 7 Habits. And then here is your business expenses. I probably would never use this. Just because I would feel like if I did have business expenses to track, I would track them elsewhere. And then yeah, like I don't know if I never did really good with keeping finances in my personal everyday carry. And then the monthly index, and it starts over. So I have to find a way to repurpose that. But anyway, that's the inserts if you were interested.